Well then, hello there. And this will be a map of what happened uh, during some stuff that happened. Royo conquered this region. I don't really care about anything up here, nor really over here. No Canaan might be interesting, I guess. But other than that, there isn't a lot. Fix that. Fix that. And this is based off Old World Blues' map, which I actually have in the background. I used as reference. Uh, Basically, Helios Brotherhood takes over a lot of stuff. And that's the Colorado. Helios, something or other stuff starts happening up here. People begin annexing each other. Someone will come out top over here. The White Legs begin invading people. But that doesn't really matter. And then some temporary Viper War up here. Yeah. Navarro territories breaks out into a temporary civil war, which is then resolved by the NCR. The NCR takes over the entire area again, this time permanently annexing it. Now, for the Mojave, though, interesting things happen. First, the Brotherhood of Steel breaks their front lines. This is the law. What's it called again? This is the Death and the Brotherhood of Steel chapter. The Lost Hills Steel. Not over here. This chapter here, I forgot their name, but it will later be called the Helios Brotherhood. But first, they need to commit destruction of all of Navarro area. And eventually, they push into California. I mean, California's like, if we take this, you get the rest of this. And that's what happens. Now, of course, New Vegas swoops in and takes over some northern land. But the next goal for it's the Mojave Brotherhood is to take out New Vegas. So they invade New Vegas. New Vegas's robots are destroyed. That happens. California annexes the Great Divide, and then later invades She. She invades California, which was a bad decision. So the Bay is now under full control of the NCR. NCR now owns the Bay. Next up, Caesar's. Galanius does some stuff over here, I guess. Nothing much really happens. This area is unified around this time. The White Legs continue invading people, and the 80s invade people, because they're the 80s. They invade northward. They try to invade over here, but they kind of fail at doing that for various reasons. So we'll call that one a standstill, but that happens later. They invade these guys. And then we invade these guys right here, which the White Legs take advantage of to take the other half. And then the second NCR takes over the Rapids, because anti-Rapids the NCR is. Caesar does more stuff and invades down here. However, that won't really matter because Caesar is about to die very soon. After the California takes over Baja, Caesar tries to kill the Mojave and the California. That was a very bad idea, as the Mojave breaches the dam and kills Caesar. And also, the NCR temporarily takes some territory down here, but they definitely do permanently take some territory over here. Now, when Caesar dies, they send shockwaves through the entirety of Caesar's little empire here. Mojave and the NCR swoop in to take a little bit of land. Meaning, you gotta add these river crossings here, show that the NCR and them own that. The Sleepers also annex all of their neighbors and then take over the south area. Sleepers did something finally. Yeah, and then the reigning of Caesar's areas just kind of collapsed into chaos and anarchy. These guys become independent again. Volpez declares independence. Malpas is able to take this area. Comes complete chaos. Then you have the Second Californian NCR War. After the Caesar War, the Great Divide is actually given to the Mojave. But then the NCR tries to overstep their boundaries with the Mojave, or now Helios Brotherhood. Also, the reason why they're called the Helios Brotherhood is because the big station at Helios, they repaired that. Now they have big space laser. So, yeah, they're definitely going to be using that in the war. Lost Hills also declares war on the NCR, meaning Lost Hills rapidly takes over a huge portion of the NCR. And then Mojave takes over everything down here. Isn't able to do much there because it's mountains. And actually begins pushing up towards Shady Sands. I actually forgot to say, before this area, not only did these guys annex this, but then these guys down here were split. And during the war with Caesar, these guys got wrecked. And New Canaan took all of that. Maybe look at this. And now New Canaan and the 80s are in a war right now. So New Canaan 80s war there. Mojave invades California. And by the way, Shady Sands is like right here. So you can guess what happens. The Mojave or Helios Brotherhood takes Shady Sands, and then the rest of the NCR collapses. And we're going to remove the borders. Also, around this time, around the time of Caesar's invasion, the Hoover Dam was fully repaired. Basically, California did invade New Reno and stuff up here. The Guardians just kind of take over everyone up here now. Eventually, they take over New Reno. I forgot that Navarro territory up here does something, but everything down south becomes independent. We don't. We annexed a lot of territory. That's a positive. Yeah. Basically, that is now owned by the Brotherhood. The upper areas are like, this is Reading. Reading now owns this, and this is Navarro territory. Arroyo, yeah. And that's really what happens. Some other stuff up here happens. Because the den no longer existed. And, yeah, that's the, how the Mojave Brotherhood took over all of Southern California. End